for good. This has been a complex, multifaceted process that we have closely followed the entire time.
New tonight, our Vanessa Ariza travels down to Piney Point to take an in-depth look at how these new fixes will work and why some people are still not too keen on the plan.
This image may be the first to come to mind with the mention of Piney Point. The wastewater disaster prompted a state of emergency and concern for people like Rod Griffin.
The well's been here for 30 years, but since the Piney Point deal is when we quit drinking it.
Griffin is a commercial fisherman. He's changed the way he does business following the Piney Point leak.
It's pushed us out of the bay to where now we have to put most of our traps offshore because I'm reluctant to fish in the bay now.
He's all in favor of action being taken by local government to shut down Piney Point, but the plan that is currently in place, well, he has his reservations.
In and of itself, I'm not opposed to this deep well injection they're doing, but I'm just hoping that we're not being sold a bag of goods like we have on so many other issues with this site.
It'll come into these two holding tanks.
We spoke with Herbert Donica. He's the court-appointed receiver for Piney Point. He explains crews will take 1 million gallons a day through filtration systems and into the injection well that sits 3,300 feet below the surface, which he says is below the aquifer.
What we have on this side is a filtration unit that takes out what we call suspended solids, any dirt, dust, or debris that might fall into that open pond before it's transmitted to the deep injection well.
So here's how the filtration system works. Water comes down from the new gyp stacks into the white and red holding tanks you see here. This holds the water. The water then flows through the pipes to this green machine, which then pumps the water through this black vessel that serves as a filter. Like you heard Donica say, it pulls out any remaining solids in order to make the water suitable to be pumped into the well. From here, the water is sent to another tanker to test the pH levels. Once it's cleared here, it's sent through a system under Buckeye Road and injected into the well. It's a process Donica feels good about, but Justin Bloom still has his concerns.
There should be a plan for a proper closure of Piney Point that follows federal law. They're not doing that. They're shortcutting.
Bloom is the board member of Tampa Bay Waterkeepers. He and his family live feet from the water and say this way of clearing out Piney Point isn't thorough enough.
I think the plan should be you get the best experts, you get the best science, the best engineering, you put them all together, you come up with a plan that follows federal law under the Resource Conservation Recovery Act, and then you go forward.
Like Bloom, Griffin would like more communication and details about the water quality from local leaders. For now, they're hoping this solution sticks. Meanwhile, Donica says he is confident the injection wells will keep the community safe and prevent issues like what we saw 2 years ago.
The community will not be faced with that problem anymore.
In Manatee County, Vanessa Ariza, ABC Action News.